Alright, we are live. First time using Periscope. If anybody's watching, tell me if I'm doing it right. Okay, so I just came from Straight Outta Compton, finally getting around to seeing this one. Been hearing nothing but good things over the last couple of weeks, and I gotta say, the movie really lived up to the hype. A little background first. I'm, of course, familiar with N.W.A, but their album and their heyday sort of came a little bit before my time. Not at the age to listen to their music at the time when they came out, but I mean, I'm definitely probably going to pick up the album now. The performances all around were on point. I feel like the script and everything in there, and the film did a really good job of sort of getting across why their story is important, and like the cultural significance that N.W.A stood for, as well as, you know, how much that still resonates today. Especially considering the movie was 2.5 hours, I was really impressed with the pacing of it, and the fact that it be like not only, you know, attentive to what was happening, but like emotionally connected to the characters and engrossed in the you know, the message behind it all. As far as standout performances, I mean, obviously the three main leads, the characters of Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube were all really, really strong, and I felt like the film really balanced out their three stories individually, as well as the greater context of the group at large and the music industry at the time, what was going on with race relations in L.A. and, you know, in this neighboring cities in the late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, definitely probably one of the standout films I've seen this year. He really does. Well, I mean, I've seen somebody saying O'Shea looks so much like Ice Cube. Well, it is actually his son, so it's really is uncanny that when you see it, like, it almost feels like they took Ice Cube back in a time machine and were like, hey, remember that story you lived through? Let's put cameras on it this time. So I mean, he really did a good job selling, you know, the raw talent that Ice Cube had at the time. I mean, still does, but especially in his early albums. And sort of developing, like I've seen on YouTube, one movie critic was saying about how, in a way, Straight Outta Compton is sort of like a Marvel movie, and it actually does apply in a sense, because you do see the beginnings of them as a supergroup, and sort of each team member has their own skill set that they can combine to make something special out of it. You know, they establish right from the gate that Dr. Dre has the skill with beats, and, you know, producing the music, and Ice Cube is the lyricist, and Eazy-E is like the visionary, the businessman trying to put it all together. So I feel like they really balanced all that really well. And actually heading over to start working on my review on the film, so keep an eye on crookedtable.com. Also, if any of you seeing this, I might throw this up, tweet out this video, or put it out on the Crooked Table YouTube page. But hit me up on Twitter at Crooked Table. Let me know what you think of what you thought of Straight Outta Compton. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. Especially right now, I feel like we're in a little bit of usually late August and September is sort of a downtime for really like standout must-see movies. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's definitely one to go check up on. crookedtable.com, yeah. That's definitely one to check up on if you haven't seen it yet. So highly recommended. Keep an eye on crookedtable.com for the review. Also follow me on Twitter at crookedtable. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the film, and look forward to hearing from you. Rob, signing out.